Welcome to Breaking Solo, how solopreneurs break barriers, build brands, and embrace the future of business.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming back to listen to Breaking Solo podcast. My guest today is Al Kushner. He's an award-winning author and sought-after LinkedIn growth strategist, renowned for his innovative approach to digital networking. His groundbreaking book, The AI LinkedIn Advantage, has transformed how professionals and businesses leverage artificial intelligence to optimize their LinkedIn presence, grow networks, and drive meaningful engagement. Al's expertise is blending AI-driven strategies with actionable insights, has made him a trusted advisor and thought leader, empowering countless individuals to achieve measurable results on the platform. Welcome, Al. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Donna, for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So tell me, Al, how did you get started being a solopreneur?
Boy, this goes back since I was 21 years old. I always wanted to work for myself, be my own boss, and never look back, never had any regrets. And I'm very happy for that decision. It was something that was always part of my DNA, you might say.
Yeah. So what did you start doing your first business?
I was actually started in the insurance business and I was involved in sales. So it was something that I did while I was in college. And I'd worked as a telephone solicitor for agents and I was good at it. And apparently it inspired me to get my own license. And since then, it was really taking off from there, which is great.
Nice. Nice. That's good. Has there been a big challenge that you've had during your journey that you've overcome or that you're still working to overcome?
Well, always looking for ways to better myself. So it's always involving learning new things and engaging. Because, when you finish school, you don't stop learning. And some people think that's the case. And that's not always the case. And I finished school back in the 80s. So obviously times have changed with technology and what have you. So I really had to step up my game in order to be competitive out there in the market. And I was looking for ways to network, and I discovered LinkedIn back in 2006 and thought it would be a great platform to learn more about and focus my attention there because it seems to be a growing platform and a way to connect with my potential clients.
Awesome. So do you have a specific niche in your market that you focus on?
Well, my niche is LinkedIn and focusing on profile optimization and outreach. I help people become thought leaders on the platform and to basically be the resource for their clients when it comes to information that is of value to them. So that would be
So you don't have a specific target audience. It's just professionals then using the LinkedIn platform.
I mean, I would say that it is something that I work with, whether someone's looking for a career and looking to optimize their profile, or someone who is in a business and looking to connect with clients or corporate entities to engage with them meaningful so they get noticed. So yeah, that's a specialty.
That's great. Yeah. So are there any specific trends that you see that solopreneurs should start paying attention to?
Well, I would say the biggest obstacle that a lot of the entrepreneurs face is having a profile that is meaningful to be optimized. A lot of them really don't really update their profiles once they get started on that. It could have been years ago. So I really kind of stress to people who want to use the platform effectively is to optimize the profile with select keywords and focus in on getting recommendations and joining groups on LinkedIn or just some of the things that I help people with. And it really has made a difference in changing their profile as well as their engagement. And most people find success after we implemented these changes.
So you mentioned groups. Is that still strategy that's helpful on LinkedIn?
Well, yeah, groups are essential, I would say, because especially when you're getting started, you find that there are a lot of groups that you can join. And again, you have to be accepted into the group. Once you're accepted, then you can actually help. It helps with outreach. So whoever you want to connect with, they may be part of that group. So it makes it a lot easier to join or have the person engage with you because you're part of the same group. It works together. So, which is great.
Absolutely. So, how do you stay ahead of the trends?
Well, I'm constantly on the platform and learning about some of the technology that's changing as the technology has been really incredible on the platform. I found that using that strategically has really been a game changer for a lot of my clients, particularly when creating scripts for videos. Videos has become very popular on LinkedIn, and the algorithm loves LinkedIn as for video performance. So you can actually post videos into groups, and that really has been incredible engagement because most of the time people are just posting text, and a lot of those texts usually don't get read by anyone. So you really need to stand out. And with AI technology, it creates the content, whether it's for scripts or for articles, to help you get a leg up on the competition.
I've seen lots of videos on LinkedIn from their leadership team telling people to use video
Yeah,
from
it is.
LinkedIn's leadership. Yeah,
Yeah, of course, that's what the algorithm wants. So you got to feed it, and it'll help you to grow. And I think that's very important because other platforms like Facebook, I found that if you do post, a lot of times you won't get that reach that you are getting with LinkedIn, and that really can make a difference in getting noticed.
absolutely. So, are there any books, courses, or mentors that have made an impact in your business?
Well, I would say a lot of books I've read have been motivational, like Brian Tracy has been a great resource on motivation. And I would say I focus mostly on business books, read a lot of nonfiction, listen to a lot of books, actually, more audiobooks and podcasts have been really helpful in learning about new things. And whenever they have experts on the program, I listen attentively to know what are the latest changes, let's say on LinkedIn, and things that would benefit my clients. So yeah, always, always learning.
Always learning. I agree. So, tell me what daily habits or routines you keep to help stay focused and productive.
Well, I listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks every day. So I probably listen to more than 50 books on the average for the year because I'm always learning. When I go in my car, I make it a university on wheels and I just listen to things that are going to, make me better at what I do. And that really is great, is the never ending supply. So I'm never get bored, and that's something that really inspires me.
For sure. Good. So, what's one piece of advice that you would give someone that's just getting started on their solopreneur journey?
Well, the advice is to make a presence on LinkedIn if you don't have it currently already, because the fact is that a lot of people are focusing on your profile and you don't get a second chance to make a good first impression. So I would say that invest in a headshot, picture, which would be a great thing to have for your profile. Focus on the background image, which I think is like a billboard and gives you an opportunity to talk about your services, and that's also a good thing. And look at certain keywords in your headline that you have underneath that could be optimized because LinkedIn is also a search engine too. People tend to forget. And you can be found actually if you have the right keywords. For example, you, Donna, when you look at your profile, you can look at you're looking for potential guests. Well, you can include that in your keywords. And guess what? You may be found by people like myself who's looking to get on podcast. So these are things that, can stress about. Also important is having, as well as any work that you've done, any awards that you received, current, always check your profile at least every quarter for updates that may be relevant. If you've changed jobs or you've had a certain milestone, that could be helpful for people to know. I would say post at least once a week if you can. I would focus in on people who are influencers in your field and reply to their post whenever they post on it. Could also give you some good traction. And most importantly is getting recommendations, being proactive about it. A lot of people have recommendations, but sometimes they don't have anything or they haven't had it in years. And being current with that makes a difference because that's a third party endorsement, which is crucial for your success. So if you were looking for a guest, Donna, you would have a recommendation with someone, let's say myself, to say, I've been on your program and she's very informative and helpful. And that is something that encourages other people to reach out. So that's just stuff off the top to focus on your profile before you do any outreach. And if you do outreach, the most important thing you want to do is not to connect directly, but follow the individuals themselves and perhaps engage with them if they do have a post. Because if you reach out to people who don't know you, a lot of times LinkedIn will maybe look view you as a spammer if you're declined many times. That could be a big challenge, and that's not a good thing. So you also, when you do an outreach and you do make a connection, the first thing or the worst thing you do is don't pitch slap. I'm sure you've experienced that as well. And
Of course.
never surprises me people do these things. And I just say to people, if you want to do anything, just simply say hello, maybe give them an ebook or share with them something of value, and just keep it at that, at least in the beginning. And always provide value to whoever you're connecting with. That's my advice. Give more than you receive.
That's good in all things. Okay.
Absolutely.
Do you have any exciting launches or projects coming up that you want to share?
Well, my new book out, LinkedIn Advantage, just launched this back in July 4th. So that's exciting. I'm
Yes,
happy to
it
be on a
is.
lot of podcasts, and that's keeping me quite busy. And that's really a great thing because it just shows that people like it, and it's really fitting a need, because there's no books out there right now that actually combines both LinkedIn and AI together. And I have a lot of great resources in the book that people use that help them to become better on the platform, which is awesome. So I think it's a great resource. I hope people can check it out. I also have my website, linkvantage.com, where they can download a free ebook on optimizing your profile. So they should go there and check it out. If you want to reach out to me, follow me on LinkedIn, which is great. And my website does have courses on optimizing profiles. So you can go ahead and check that out as well. And happy to connect with those who are on the internet.
Awesome. So those listening, the links will be in the show notes, so you don't have to try to remember all of that. And you can connect with Al, like he said, on LinkedIn. Thanks, Al, for being on the podcast today.
Welcome, Donna. Thank you for the opportunity, and we'll be in touch.
All right. Thank you.